Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, and thank you for joining. Now, in today's episode, this is going to be something very unusual. I had a brainstorm last night. Okay, it was unbelievable. Just calm it down. Okay, unfortunately, all the neighbours here in St Albans, they were very worried. Okay, they called the police. There was too much noise happening in my house. Anyway, when I woke up, I couldn't sleep all night. So I was thinking, and then all of a sudden something happened. There was a storm brewing in my brain. Okay, it all started from my last video, actually, because I did the Will Ashcroft player review, and in the summary I called him a placeholder, and then everything just clicked. Okay, it was just like magic. Okay, it's like a piece to the jigsaw puzzle. Now, I'm going to show you something that it could be the craziest idea I've ever even thought of. Okay, but it is that crazy that actually might work. Okay, sometimes you got to do something crazy and something completely different to everyone, but this is out of the box. Okay, this is unbelievable. Let me share it with you. Now, what is our goal? Okay, our goal at the end of the year. Okay, it's besides trying to win Supercoach. Okay, our goal is to build a primo team. Okay, plus our goal is to make money, and our goal also is to have as many points as possible. And obviously, we try to get more than everybody else because we're greedy guts. Okay, that's our goal. Now, to achieve this goal, okay, we need to have guns. Okay, we can see here we've got Shizzles, I've got Whitfield and Sinclair, got the guns, and we need rookies. Okay, so we've got the rookies here. Okay, and note I haven't filled out the midfield yet. Okay, now, so again, going by that theory of guns and rookies, we again got our guns. So I got Gorn, Sherry, and English here. Okay, got the big boys here now, all firing up. Okay, now I got two players in the forward line. Take notes. Okay, I've only got McRae and Daniel, who I think will be keepers. I didn't bring in anyone else. Okay, now the rest are rookies. Now, what is this madness? Because everyone's starting five primos or keepers in the forward line, and I'm starting two. Okay, now I just want to let's take out Kako for now. Okay, now I want to go through the forward line. Okay, this is where the brainstorm happened. Okay, in our forward line, I found it difficult to find a player that I like. Okay, I only like two of them. I only like McRae and Daniel. Now, when you go to a restaurant, all right, you go to a restaurant, and they ask you on the menu, what would you like? Now, if there's steak, okay, nice, very nice steak, okay, you say but they say the steak is sold out. You can't have the steak. There's none left, okay? Your next option now, you can have what is it? You can have something else. You can have veggies instead of the steak. Just calm it down. Now, I know some people like veggies, but I'm not a big veggies fan. So what am I going to do now? Am I going to order the veggies? And am I going to pay $30 and order those veggies? Okay, because I don't like them. Okay, and I know they're good for me. Okay, but I don't like. Okay, so I'm going to say, look, I'm going to pass. I'm going to go to another restaurant. Okay, because you haven't helped me out here. So, in regards to our forward line here, there is nothing that I like. Okay, I only like McRae and Daniel. Okay, they're the only two that I like. I mean, I do like the Horny Man. Okay, don't get me wrong. But the Horny Man, I can get him at this price anytime. Okay, Dylan Moore I like, but I can get him at this price anytime. I like Rankin. Same thing. I can get him anytime. So the only players they say have value, okay, are players like Smith, okay. Now, I don't like Smith, okay. Now, if I don't like Smith, I don't have to get Smith. I've got an option, all right. Now, here's the thing now, okay. Let's put Smith in there, all right. Now, I'm not saying to you, don't get Smith. Don't get me wrong. I'm just giving you my brainstorm. I'm sharing it with you now. Okay. Now, Smith costs just say 400k because it's 389. All right. It's the same thing. It's 400k. Right. So Smith costs 400k. Let's go to the midfield. Now let's go to the 450k. I mean, if you go to McDonald's and you order a junior burger, okay, you don't have to get the junior. You can get a Big Mac. You don't have to get a junior burger, okay? Now, I've got the junior burger here, all right? But I want to have a Big Mac. I don't want a junior. Just calm it down. I don't want the junior burger, okay? So if you want to have a Big Mac, okay, instead of a junior burger, just because the junior burger is cheaper, doesn't mean you have to get a junior burger, all right? Now, let's say, for example, we've got Parrish, all right? He's 80k extra than Smith. Oh, there's not much difference. Okay, 80k. Then you got, let's go up here. You got Will Day. He's 90k more, but he's like a double Big Mac. Okay, now you got, we're looking at value now. All right, you got a player like, let's go further down, Clayton Oliver. Okay, for 50k for 50k more. I'll just say 60k because Smith is 390 now, right? 60k more. You get an Oliver, okay? Now, who's going to score more points? The 450k Oliver or the 389k Smith? Okay, now I think Oliver will score more if we have the same Oliver as last year. I think Parrish will score more if he can stay on the park. Now, who else do we have? Okay, let's go down. We have further down. We've got Ashcroft. Now, I'm sure Ashcroft is going to score more than Smith. Okay, now, who else do we have? We also have the Carlton boy. Now, where is he? Okay, I'm trying to find him. Okay, go to Carlton. We have Chera. Okay, there's 5 of them. Okay, a little bit more expensive than the junior burger. All right, you get what you pay for sometimes, but you're really getting these at a good price because they have the Big Macs on special, but the junior burgers are on a special, but not a good deal. Okay, so what would you prefer in your team? All right, forget the fact where he plays. Okay, now if Smith was in the midfield, all right, if he was in the midfield, he was midfielder only. All right. Who would you get? All right, if he was midfielder only, pick one. Which one would you pick out of all these? Okay, I'd probably pick Oliver out of all these. Okay, or I pick another one. Okay, Oliver's gone. Right now, pick another one. I'd probably pick Will Day. Okay, well he's gone. Let's just say he's sold out. So you got an option now. Would you rather have Parrish, Ashcroft, Chera, or Smith? Which one would you prefer? Okay, I'd probably pick Chera. He's sold out. The restaurant owner said he's sold out. You can't have him. All right, so now you got another option. You can either have Parrish, Ashcroft, or Smith. Which one would you take? Okay, I take Parrish. Then I take Ashcroft. Then I take Smith. So Smith is my last option out of all these. So, bearing that in mind, okay, let's take Smith out. Let's put back here. Now, let's get back over here, okay? I should put Smith back in, okay? I just want to share one more thing with you now. Put Smith back in there, okay? Now, let's go to Adelaide, all right? Who would you rather have? Okay? I want to go here and put in a St Kilda player now. Okay, I'm going to put in, let's get rid of Adelaide. We're going to go Poo-Poo, okay? Where's Poo-Poo? Okay, Poo-Poo's there. All right, now, who would you rather have? Would you rather have Smith, Poo, or go for the value, Peatlink? All right, which one of these 3 would you rather have? Smith, Peatlink, or Philippou? Pick one, okay? I'm going Peatlink. I'll take Peatlink, okay? Now, so everything I pick is not in this forward line. Everything I pick is in this midfield that I want. Okay? So, take Smith out. Okay? Take Philippou out. Let's put in a rookie in this forward line. Let's pick one. Just a random one. Okay? Let's go. Who's missing here? I'm just going to pick anyone for now. 120, 117k. We can sort of work it out later on. Okay? Anybody. Just pick a random one who may play. Okay? Let's just say, let's go for a bit expensive, okay? Let's splash some cash, okay? Let's put in the Essendon boy. Let's splash the cash, get someone a little bit expensive, okay? Let's put Kako there for now, all right? Now, let's go to the main point now. Okay, I can put in here one primo. All right, Frio. Let's put in Brayshaw there. Okay, and I can put in a player that's going to make some cash. Okay, let's go to Adelaide. Okay, now this can be either the Adelaide boy or the Geelong boy. Okay, players I can afford. It could be either one of them. Cummings or it can be Guthrie. Okay, let's just, for argument's sake, we went Cumming. Okay, now we're happy. Okay, now we've got the players that we want that we think are going to make cash. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Now, here's my question. Okay, if Isaac Cumming, okay, at 287, actually, just for now, I want to get rid of Brayshaw for now. Okay, I just want to put in here our Geelong boy. Okay, bring him back. Well, actually, not bring him back. Put him in for now. Okay, where's the Geelong boy? Cam Guthrie. Okay, now, if Isaac Cumming at 287k was a forward, would you start him? All right, would you bring him in? If Cam, knowing that he's most likely going to take kick-ins, he's going to have all the kick-ins, not all, maybe a share of them. Play halfback at 287k. Would you put him in here in your forward line? I would say your answer would be yes. Okay. If Cam Guthrie, okay, and we know what Cam Guthrie can do. He's only 278k, and apparently he's playing in the back line as well. Off half back as well. Okay, now if he was playing at 278k off half back, would you start him in the forward line? Your answer would probably be yes. However, we're not even going to start Cam Guthrie this year. We just mentioned him. Okay, Peatling at 350k. If he was a forward, would you start him? Okay, your answer is going to be yes. Okay, now, so you will start these players, especially coming at 287k in the forward line. You'll start him. Okay, however, he's not a forward; he's a mid only. So what are we going to do? We've got a problem. We've got all these players here of good value, and we don't have and good quality. Okay, but we don't have the same quality in the forward line. Let's just bring back now my Freo boy. Okay, that's Geelong Freo boy. Okay, now what are we going to do? Okay, I'm actually going to save this team. Actually, no, I'm not. Okay, now, here's a thing. Now, it's round 2, okay? Whitfield's got the bye, okay? Now, let's go to buys, round 2, okay? Take out, because you got English there as well, all right? Take out, we got 31 players on field, all right? Actually, we can swap Whitfield with Smith for now. Okay, now, this is the round 2 bye. Look at the buys on. Take out 5 players, because we can have 18 players on field, and we've got 23 here. So take out 5. So let's take out 5. 1. Hang on, what's going on here? Okay, 1. Let's take out 5. 2. Who else can we take out? 3. 4, okay, and possibly Bo Allen, okay, 5. Let's just, for argument's sake, say you didn't have Whitfield, you had somebody else, okay, you had a player that doesn't have the bye, okay, now, which, let's say you had McGovern there for now, okay, so we've taken out 5, all right, so what are you left with, okay, let's have a look, on field, rookies, you got Hewitt and Curtin. That's it, okay? The rest of the players, they're not necessarily top shelf primos, okay? But all of these players, probably with the exception of Cumming, okay, on any given day, can score 100, okay? Except for these 2, and most likely maybe not Cumming, okay? We know Peatling can go at 110. He's done it before. We know all these players can go at 100. So in that first bye round, all right, you got 15 players that are pretty much set to go pretty big, okay? Now, forget round 2, okay? Now, I'm just going to, in my case, I'm gonna have my boy here, Whitfield, okay? So, I probably have 1 less primo, okay? Now, let's go to, where is it? What's happened here? Okay, I took all the players out, okay? I'm just going to go back here again now. Okay, my team. let's go to round 3. Okay. Now, Will Ashcroft's not playing, right? Again, take out 5 players. Okay. 4 players now. Well, with Ashcroft, you can now use Smiley. Okay. He's not wasted, so you can actually use him off the bench. Okay. So you've got Smith and Smiley. You could actually loop them. Okay. Now, who are you going to use? Let's have a look now. So with Ashcroft, his buy round doesn't matter. I mean, you got not gun replacement, but genuine rookie replacement. Now, let's take out 5 players. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm leaving Curtin because he's got a back roll, defensive roll. 3, 4, 5. I've taken out 5 players. So now I'm playing. Actually, why is Whitfield there? Okay, put Whitfield back over here. Okay. Now, I've got 1, 2, 3 rookies on field. Okay. I would have had Ashcroft, but he's not. He's got the bye. So I've got 3 rookies on field now in a bye round. Okay. This is pretty. So I've got 15 players that can go big again. Okay. Now, let's go back to my team. The same thing happens in round 4. Okay, so during these bye rounds, okay, where's my team? Okay, something's happened to my app. Okay, here we go. Go back to the bye rounds. Let's go to round 4. Okay, same thing. He's replaced by Whitfield. Okay, now who else is on the bye? Okay, we've got Will Day. Ashcroft comes in there. Okay, we've got Parrish and Smiley comes in there. Okay, so that's covered again. So we still got our Smileys and our Smiths to cover the Days and the Parishes. Okay, now again, it's going to be the same thing. You're going to have how many rookies now on field? Let's count them. Okay, take out 5 players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're playing Travalia, Smith, Smiley, and Curtin. Okay, there are 4 rookies on field. The rest can score 100s. Not guaranteed, but they can actually. Sorry, I've still got Will Day here. No, it's the buy. Now you sort of get the picture. Okay, so for the buy rounds, this mid-price madness actually works because these mid-prices are no ordinary mid-prices we've seen in the past. These are pretty good mid-prices, okay? We've never seen mid-prices of this quality for a long time. Now, here's the next question now, okay? It's going to come time because the buy rounds only last for 3 rounds. Okay, so you've gained some extra points in the buy round. So what happens now? Okay, because now it's round 5. You got 7 rounds where there's no buy rounds. Well, that's actually easy too because how many gun players do we have in this team? Actually, when we say gun, we're talking about keepers. Okay, we got Sheasels, Whitfield, and Stingley. That's 3. Okay. Brayshaw 4, and I'm counting Will Day. Okay, I think he's going to go massive this year, so that's 5. And Oliver, okay, cause everyone's got him anyway, because everyone's counting him, so that's 6. Okay, I'm not going to count the rest. Okay, and Gorn 7, Sherry 8, English 9, McRae 10, and Caleb Daniel 11. Okay, now that's important. Okay, now let me share one more thing with you. I want to share the round 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 bye with you. I want to talk about this now, okay? In the past, the round 12 bye may have had 6 teams, okay? The round 13 bye, possibly 4 teams. And the round 14 bye, another 6 teams. Or they could have had 6, 6, 6, or they could have had 6, 4, 2, 6. But there was always 2 bye rounds, or even 3 at times. Where we had dramas, massive problems, okay? Now, this year we don't have that problem. This is the easiest buy round we've ever had, okay? We've never had a buy round like this ever. The toughest buy round is round 12. The rest are just a breeze, okay? Because the best players are here, okay? For Supercoach anyway. This is just so easy, okay? Now, my point is, we don't need to do a lot of sideways trading this year, okay? Because in the buy rounds, I usually go through 9 trades, sidewaysing, trying to keep up with the points, to stay on top. That's where all my trades go every year around here. We don't need to do that this year, okay? So that's gone now. So I've actually saved. Let's say I've saved 6 trades. 6 trades saved is massive. So we have 40 trades. I don't need all 40 of them now, okay? Besides the injury trades and the spud trades, which we trade them out, trades this year, I have a tealing, okay, that I'm going to have extra trades this year. I'm going to have some spare for next year, okay? Now, because trades aren't an issue for me anyway, I don't think they are, okay? What we do with these players, the Parishes, the Cherrers, the Ashcrofts, these 3. What do we do with these players is this. We slowly turn them in to the Bonts, the Butters, the Neils, the Dacoses, whoever, the Sorongs, the Merits, okay? So, let me show you something. Who are the best midfielders we can get, okay? The Bont, Butters, Lockie Neal, okay? We're going to put Flanders in defence. Dacos, and Zach Merritt, okay? Now, you can argue Sarong, but we've got Brayshaw, okay? So you can't have everybody, okay? Now, to get to this, you can't start with this, okay? It's impossible. The cash doesn't allow us, okay? But you can't have this, but you can. The next best thing is the one that I showed you, okay? And you can turn in a player like, let's take out Dacos for now. Let's go to the Lions. Okay, let's go using the Lions as an example. Actually, where is he? Ashcroft. Okay, let's put Ashcroft there. Actually, let me just put Dacos in here. Okay, where's Dacos? Bring him back. Okay, let's just switch Dacos with Ashcroft. Now, when Ashcroft, this is the wrong Ashcroft. Okay, I need the other Ashcrofts. Brisbane Lions. Okay, Will Ashcroft. Okay, now with Ashcroft, his price at 441k. Let's say he moves to 550k. Okay, now this is going to apply to all the 3 of my placeholders. Okay, once he moves to 550k, these players are going to drop to around about 600. Okay, from 550 to 600 is only 50k difference. All right, now take note that the starting price is 440k and 630k, 200k difference. So what you're doing, okay, let's use some mathematics now. You're turning let's say a 450k player into a 650k player. All right, so that's just as an example, okay, it could be a 440, whatever, okay, which is a 200k difference, all right, but you're only paying 50k for that difference, because you're relying on your because the magic number will eventually knock these players all down, all one bad game, okay. Now you're going to pick them up one by one, okay, and the minute they drop, you swap. So for the sake of possibly two trades, okay? Because you're gonna also go one up and one down. You don't even need to use a boost, okay? It's that good. So you just need 2 trades to swap one of these players. Actually, let's get back here. Okay, let's get back to the team. Okay, team's back here now. When it comes up, okay, you just need to swap one of these players for a gun when they fall down in price, and not only is your team going to be better, but your team is gonna grow quicker and faster and score more points. That's my theory. So I'm actually thinking now. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying do this. I'm not even saying that I'm going to do this. It was just a brainstorm that I had that I'm thinking of possibly starting with a lot of placeholders at the start of the year. Okay, and not worrying about the forward line. Now you may argue. Okay, you may argue and say, okay, let's, for example, okay, just take out some cash. I need some cash again. Okay, take out some Sherry and Gorn, okay, just to get their cash. Now, you may argue, okay, let's take out Curtin for now, and say, all right, let's just put Poo in here. All right, where's Poo Poo? Okay, Poo Poo's here somewhere. There he is. Now, you may argue and say, well, I can do the same thing in the forward line. All right, I can turn Poo, okay, into any one of these players, because these players will drop in value also, because the horny man may drop to 450k, the Poo may go to 400k. I could do the same thing. Okay, now that's a good argument. Okay, and I'll say you're right, you probably can. However, well, keep in mind, the horny man is one example, but there's not much left after the horny man. Okay, you don't have the same quality to bring in as you do in that midfield, because in the midfield you got to bring in these big players. I mean, you may start the Bont and Butters, but you still got to bring in Neil, and these are big, expensive players. The horny man's about 550k, Neil's about 650k. Okay, that's a difference. The high quality players are the ones that score you the points. So for me, bringing in these big boys in the midfield is more vital. However, when you want to bring in, when it comes time to trade out Hewitt and say Erasmus for a primo, you could probably bring in Rankin when he has a couple of bad games at 450k. Take out two rookies, so you do the usual guns on rookie trade, and bring in your forwards, and then bring in a rookie afterwards. So, but you can't do the same thing with these big boys, because you need 3 trades or 3 trades to bring in the Bonds and the Butters and all these kind of players. So it's a little bit more difficult to bring the big boys into that midfield unless you've got a huge stepping stone. And these stepping stones also are scoring points. Okay, so not only are they making a little bit, not making the same cash as a rookie does, but their purpose is different. They're sort of placeholders. They're holding the place of a primo, not scoring exactly like a gun primo, but doing a similar job. That's their job. So that's how I see it. And also keep in mind, okay, now when you see on the scoring sheets, okay, like let's say on Twitter, it's end of round 1, and I would have, or end of round 2, whatever round it is, and I would have said, how did everyone go, or what did you score this week? Okay, now when they show me their scores, let's say they scored 2100. It doesn't show me how many points came from the forward line or midfield. It doesn't matter where your points come from, okay? What does matter is what you score, okay? Where the points come from doesn't matter. But, so what I'm trying to say is, does it matter that you have to have 3 forwards, 5 primo midfielders? There is no system. The system is the value, okay? You got to find that value somewhere and score the points. And this is, I've gone... Okay, the method that I've used here, okay, this is called the method, okay. I've used the method of PPD, okay. It's points per dollar, okay. Now, that's what it means, PPD. So for my dollar, I'm getting more points. It's the most successful and most probably the best method I've ever used, and I used this method when I came 4th. This was the method I used. Also, there's another thing to consider. All right, I just had a mate of mine drop me his team. He said, "What do you think?" Okay, showed me his team, and I said to him, "Okay, this was the question I asked him. Okay, the exact question was, what separates your team from 100,000 teams?" Okay, it looks the same. It's got the same lineups, a couple of different faces. That's about it. But what separates your team? What separates, if I can spell correctly, what separates your team? Okay, what separates your team from the rest? Okay, how are you going to win it if your team looks like 100,000 other teams? It's the same thing. They just have one different face or 2 different faces, but same structure, same team. Everything's the same. You're competing against 100,000 people. However, this structure, maybe I'm competing against 1,000 people. Okay, now it doesn't mean that my structure is better then not 1,000k. That's a million. Okay, doesn't mean that the 1,000 people that are doing this system have a better structure than the 100,000. But what it means is, if this structure works, you're only going to compete against 1,000 people. Okay. However, if the other structure works, okay, they're going to compete against 100,000 people. So their odds of winning with that structure is 100,000 to 1. Whereas if my structure is any good and only 1,000 people have got it, then my odds have dropped to 1,000 to 1. Okay, so I'm playing the odds game, the mathematics game. Just calm it down. Now, for a final summary, now please understand that it doesn't mean that I'm going to do this system. It's just a brainstorm that I had. Okay, there is nothing telling you that you should do it or I'm going to do it. But this was a brainstorm I had, and this is something that now I'm going to consider. Now, by the time the season starts, got 49 days to go. Okay, if you can see, if my head's not in the way, it says 49 days there. By 49 days' time, I'll have another 10 brainstorms, and this will be completely vanished. This whole brainstorm would have evaporated by then. However, for now, this is the brainstorm that I have, okay, and that's what I'm sticking with right now until I get a new brainstorm. Okay, anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for joining, and remember one thing: it's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Ciao for now.
That's all, folks.